Hey guys, well, welcome back. So I have some new things to show you today, and I've made some decisions on some of the things that I showed you before. Where did it go here? So in the last video, should have been the last video, this plate, it doesn't really, what did I have on this? Yeah, it sells for about $10.99, and there's several of these. The problem I'm having is there's more for sale than actually sold. That's not a good comp. So I'm not gonna really bother with it. I have so many other things. So I really, it's gonna go. I've made the decision. These salt and pepper shakers, this thing just keeps wanting to fall out of my hand. The chicken and the rooster or whatever, these buddies made in Japan. They don't really sell for much. I see them selling for, if $5 to $8. So there's not really a lot going on in there. Kind of neat, but they're out there. So it's not anything spectacular. So I'm just going to go ahead and donate those. Put those over there. So I have some new things I'm going to show you that I'm going to be putting out tonight. I've already done some comps on these things, and they look like they sell pretty well. So I'll show you those in a minute. Some cool, neat things I got that I'm gonna hold on to, and we'll see. You just never know with action figures, but these are, the only reason I got these is something that I like. So if I don't sell them, I keep them around. They're kind of cool. And they're these Star Wars things that they're putting out right now. Let's do it in order. This is kind of cool. This is what do they call it? A Night Trooper Halloween edition. And I guess he glows in the dark. So I don't know if you can see him right there. It's kind of cool looking. And it's one of those pogue things, those little characters. I don't know if you can see them up there. But just as a Star Wars fan, I just got it, and we'll see if the demand goes up. But I know they make a lot of these, so we'll see what happens. So it's not really a big deal for me, because I do have Star Wars stuff around, kind of a collector. But I figured I'll just get it, and if I have to keep it, I have to keep it. So they have that one, and then they have two of these Christmas ones that are kind of cool. There's a Stormtrooper Holiday Edition. And I don't know if you can see it that well, but he's a reindeer. He's brown, and they got the little pogue thing, or whatever they're called. Did this say what it is? The pog? Anyway, we're not here for that really. I just want to show you. So you have a reindeer. You don't know if you can see. He literally has antlers up there on the top of his helmet. It's odd, but yeah. And this one was kind of cool. R2-D2 with Grogu. This was for me kind of cool. It's Astromech Droid Holiday Edition. So I guess it's not R2, but it looks like R2. And you can put a little Santa hat and beard on the droid. You got Grogu right there, all festive. And these little attachments right there. So they're just kind of cool. I just picked them up, again. We'll see if there's any value later. But, it's funny because you see these shops around here that do trading cards, and they sell video games and all that. And they go into these Walmarts and stuff around here and snatch them up at, probably like $24 a piece. They snatch them up for $24, and you see them on the shelves of their stores or hanging in their stores for $50, $60. They double the price on those things, and I'm assuming eventually you can't get them local, and people are just local buying, and they end up buying them. So online, it's a whole other thing, because I haven't comped those, because like I said, I'm not going to be listing them anytime soon. They're just kind of cool. But I can guarantee there's a ton of them on eBay. But it might be better for like a local thing where people are just impulse buy. They're out, ooh, I never saw that before, and they grab it. So I think that's what that is. So a couple other things. I was talking to a friend, since I'm on this YouTube thing, right? And he recommended this book, and I'm going to read up on it. It's the YouTube formula. So a little reading here that I'm doing. And it's written by a guy that did well on YouTube and tells you different things about YouTube. So I'm going to be reading that, see if I can grow my channel a little bit here since it's new. And then this was kind of cool, eBay for Dummies. There you go. And I've learned a lot about eBay, but I'm an eBay dummy, so I'll learn some stuff here. So I'm working on those books. Things I'm going to be listing here, these Skechers. Done a little bit of research on them. I have a little concern. I just saw this. That might be a little bit of an issue. They don't look like they've really been worn. The bottoms are pretty clean and don't look scuffed or anything, but I just noticed, I don't know if you can see it, the plastic or the rubber here is coming away Get it right there. It's coming away from the shoe, and it looks like it's held on by a thread, so I'm gonna have to look into that. I don't know a lot about shoes. What I can tell, I'm probably gonna list these for like $19.99, and see if they sell for that. But there's a men's size 10, US 10, in good shape, so I might just point that out. There's a little bit of, looks like something been dropped on it or something, but it can be cleaned up. Anyway, I'm going to put it up for $19.99, but I'm going to probably discuss this with my wife because I'm not sure about shoes, and I don't know if this is a thing that might make them stand, sit around for a while because of something like that. So we'll see. Like I said, I don't know much about clothes or shoes. That's another area I'm working on. But yeah, I'll be doing that. And then these, got these really, really cheap. Mickey Mouse squirts. So I have many different sizes. I'm going to try. I've seen them sold individually. They sell for about, I think from like $9.99 to $14.99 for one. I got a really good deal on them, so I'm going to try to move them. So I'm going to probably put them together. Like here's a white and a green, extra large. I'll probably put these two together for $14.99 or $19.99 and see how they do. And I have a different varieties of ways of doing it. So these are extra larges. I have some mediums. I have small. I have large. So I'm going to try selling some individually for probably like $9.99 plus shipping. And I'm going to do a couple where I put it together and try to make a better deal out of it for people. Because like I said, if I get a good deal out of it, I try to get that price down, beat my competitors, and get them moving. That's the big thing. And I'm going to make a really good profit off of them anyway. So yeah, that's these. Then I believe these were originally at Costco. These are original squashmallows. There's 8 of them in here, and these sell pretty good. I mean, these things sell up. I don't know what they were originally, but we grab them at Costco when they go on sale, and they bring them down really well, and then they have a pretty good turnaround as far as being able to raise the price and people buying them. So I should be able to put this up for about, might even start about $29.99 with these. But I'm going to look and see if there's certain ones, just like anything, that are in demand. So I'm going to look for these particular ones, but I can probably go between 20 and 30 on these. And if I feel like it's going to work well, I'll put it for 30. So have these. And we got a hold of some Coach bag. Kind of cool. It's this one had a little bit of wear on it, but it's Coach. I think this, yeah, it had like some scuffs at the bottom where people probably ran across the ground or whatever, but the inside, it looks really good. I think there's like I think there's an ink stain in there or something, but this should go for about 30, this Coach bag. And then is this Coach too? Or no, this is, who is this? What is her name? Where'd it go? Oh, Vera Bradley. So I have 2 different styles of the Vera Bradley. I have this, it's like more of a mini duffel bag kind of thing, and then this is more like a purse or a bag it's not really, is it an over, here you go, I'll try it on for you. Look good? Is this me? I think so. So these, and I'm probably going to put these probably for about 30. Actually, I think I was going to put the Coach for like 40, and then the Vera Bradley's for around 30. So that's my new stuff here. I did get through my albums. I mentioned in the last video I had a couple albums that I sold, and I got those shipped out today, so I wasn't able to show you those. But there's albums here, right down here, because in the last video I showed you where I was cleaning everything. So these are, it's a box of records. I'm trying to determine whether I'm going to sell them on eBay, because like I said, I'm very particular about what I sell on eBay, so I'm going to be listening to every one of those albums. They're all cleaned. You should have seen the gunk that came off of those things. They've been sitting around. I bought those in particular from a lady who had been collecting music since, like, she saw Hendrix at Woodstock. She went to Woodstock, so she's a really cool lady to talk to. So these have been in her collection, and in the 70s and 60s, people really weren't really concerned, not everybody. A lot of people weren't concerned about keeping their records in great condition, and they were well loved. So there was a couple where they were such good albums, and I had to let them go because there's such deep scratches on them. Just I'm gonna give it to my local record store, and they can put them in like their dollar bins. Sometimes people get a use out of them just for the artwork, the covers, things like that. So I would never throw an album away if it's in good enough shape, or the album cover itself. I wouldn't ever throw those away, because people can actually use it and put it on the walls as artwork. So let somebody get something out of it, and it just kind of breaks my heart when I have to throw an album out, even if it's in really bad shape. So anyway, I'm going to be listening to those, and slowly, like I said, as I list these other items, I have my record player right back there, put that on, listen to them as I go. So that's how it works. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you know anything about these products that I showed you, let me know any information. Let's get that dialogue going, and let's talk here. And until next time, I hope you guys are doing well. All right, take care.